my name's Soraya.
My name is Mia.
My name is Martina.
My name is Tashi.
My name is Yomi.
Okay, so hi everyone and welcome to the Calthorpe Community Garden. I know your project focuses on food waste and food chains, and that's exactly what we do here in the gardens. You will find 3 envelopes somewhere in the garden that will contain the challenges you are facing today.
My project is to research 5 most wasted products in the UK and find out how we can use them or cook them and not waste them.
Tashi and I, our project is to interview our friends about what they're doing to help the climate and decrease food waste.
My challenge for this food waste project is to eat as locally as possible.
I've always been interested in the environment, like watching documentaries like David Attenborough.
My dad is from Bhutan. It's a carbon negative country, so I've always been very interested in how other countries around the world deal with it.
The thing that drew me to this project is because I'm really environmentally involved person.
I'm someone who sort of gets into film properly in terms of the technical aspect of it. Being able to mix and match both of them together is quite cool and quite interesting for me.
The most exciting part of the challenge was probably going around to the shops and finding the ingredients we needed, finding the cool different ways that we could use the camera to show what we're doing. $24 million slices of bread is like wasted daily, which is crazy because there's people all over the world that like don't even get any food. It's probably the backs as well. People don't like the backs.
It's quite nice weather right now. Just on the shop again, figuring out what to eat and stuff like that.
It's day 1 of the challenge, so I thought I'll go to the most local place to source food that I can think of. So I was headed over to my local Sainsbury's, and then I remembered there's actually a small market stall outside.
Where would you say that the majority of the produce comes from?
Most of the fruit's Spanish.
Okay.
The veg, most of it's English.
You know, markets are known for their local and fresh produce, so it seemed like the perfect place to go. And he said that majority of the vegetables were from the UK.
Cauliflower's French. Leeks, that cabbage, carrots, potatoes.
A lot of the fruit was from Spain and outside of the UK, but so was a lot of vegetables. You know, it didn't seem like a lot of produce in that market space was UK produced, so I decided I'll head over to Sainsbury's.
So I would still say there's still a wide variety of things that are appropriate for UK stuff.
Apples from Kent. Always advise oranges because they're all from outer UK. For example, these are from South Africa, Spain. A lot of produce from here is from Spain. It was nice to see that the majority of meat was farmed and UK sourced, as well as a lot of dairy products, for example like yogurt.
My project was to interview people and see what they knew about food waste and stuff, and also to educate them about food waste. I feel that my generation in particular is sort of very passionate when it comes to sort of social change and demonstrations and things. Maybe that's why the interviews are majority of my generation.
Oh, what you want like what, maths?
Oh, in maths. Oh God. I'd have to say over half a ton. I'm gonna say 10,000 tons.
7 million tons.
About 6.7 million tonnes of food gets wasted annually in the UK, which adds up to about 10.2 billion or 250 to 400 quid per household.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
I was pretty far off. Kind of went the wrong way. Guessing? Okay,
Oh, this is fun. I don't know, that's a good question. A third?
I'm gonna go with 25%. 40?
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah.
Something else we found was that the water used to treat all this uneaten food is roughly 3 times the size of Lake Geneva. And that alone was like really shocking because that's massive.
That's insane. That is so much.
Lake Geneva. I haven't been to Lake Geneva. I haven't been. Oh, is it the one? Is it in Canada? Is it the one? No, Geneva's the one in Geneva. Oh, in Geneva. Oh, in Geneva, Switzerland. Oh, my bad. My bad.
We found our recipes online, and wasting food, there is ways to avoid it, and you should try it every single way. There's also ways that you can use food without eating it, you know. There are many ways you can use it, just try your best not to waste. So the most wasted products in the UK, we chose potatoes and bread, and we're going to find out the many different ways to cook these products. So. The hardest part of the challenge was definitely the cooking. I don't cook at all, my mum only just cooks for me, but this was a really good experience. She was impressed actually, she just doesn't know that I can cook. She's like, you can cook like every day now. It took a long time and the heat in the kitchen and everything, but it was worth it because it was really tasty. I definitely learned the different ways that you can use food. I didn't even know that you could really eat potato skin the way that we did. And, you know, the crust as well, that was like a really good technique. So, yeah, you should really use all of the food. We found out, we researched it, and 5.8 million potatoes get wasted daily, which is crazy. And we kind of figured that that was mostly the potato skin. So we wanted to make something that you could use with the potato skins, which was a dish which was potato skins. And with the actual potato, which we scooped out, we made a Bangladeshi dish called aloo porta, which was so good. Never had it before, but it's basically like mashed potatoes but seasoned, and it's really nice. We made a fun kind of like cheese sandwich, which you like put on a pan and then the cheese is all melted and it tastes really good.
Literally got a bunch of grocery shopping as well.
There have been limitations to this meal. Because usually I think I'll throw in some bananas, maybe some blueberries, and I can't do that. None of those things are sourced from the UK.
But also if I was buying, I realised it wasn't really UK-based produce. I could eat a lot of UK-based stuff if I tried to. It's just that I'm not actually actively seeking it out. And also I feel like UK-based things, for some reason, for me, they're more expensive. Like, really where I'm buying it from, I'm not too sure, but that's what I found. And so yeah, we'll see.
I had to turn down certain foods around me, having to think about suddenly the labels on things more, you know, where they come from. I wasn't so much surprised by the lack of local produce within the supermarket. I kind of was within the little outdoors stall market, but not so much within the supermarket, because I'm already quite aware that a lot of our everyday foods are sourced from all over the world.
Ooh, how much? Are we talking percentages? Like, for wasted food, I'm gonna go for maybe 40%.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna guess like 30 to 40. Yeah.
8? Yeah. Oh, okay. A bit lower than I thought.
8%. Oh, okay. All right. Fine.
Wasted food accounts to something like 8% of all greenhouse gas emissions, which is, in the US, it was something over like 32 million cars, which made doing the project feel a lot more important, because we started to realise how food waste was genuinely really affecting the planet.
So you know when you go to the shops and you purchase a food waste bin? I try not to like throw food away. I like keep things for like leftovers, and I'm trying to get better at using things like, you know, like you'll like cut up a vegetable and you only use half of it, like trying to find ways to use the other half of it or something. But otherwise, I also have like a food bin, so I put stuff in the food bin and that goes to compost as well. So yeah, really try and reduce my food waste. Yeah.
From my perspective, the amount of biomass that goes into farming meat is food waste. I'd consider that food waste, and I minimise on that food waste by being a vegetarian, because you know you could always pick little holes in each reason, like to do with the environment, to do with the economy of third world countries, and ethically. But when you put them all together, it's a pretty persuasive, powerful position.
Today for dinner, we've got some chicken, mushrooms and spinach. This is day 5's dinner. We've got a nice fresh salad.
Made in Britain. Come on.
I would say over the week, the challenge did change my diet slightly, because, well, in a week's span, I probably wouldn't notice as much, but over time, I think I've become more aware of how it would change my diet.
Senegal, Spain, wow. Even things like tomatoes I would expect. The Netherlands. So it's like, what is even from here? I feel as though I don't think you can live your whole life on it. I feel as though, to me, because of my culture and eating a lot of, going up and eating a lot of food that isn't normally UK based, maybe the way I've attacked it is that I feel as though things like potatoes, you always need something like a meat or something like that, or like a chicken that maybe from abroad to really be sustainable. And so I think that's why my diet in this sense of this sort of UK grown stuff is the way it is.
As a whole, I've really enjoyed this experience, and I've learned a lot about the realities of shopping local, and I think that it'll definitely have an impact on the way I think about food sources in general in the future. I think I learned about just like a lack of variety within like UK produce fruit.
Going forward, it may not change my whole life, it's like maybe here and there.
But I think for you guys it's harder to like try and stick to it. Like,
I think we were a bit overconfident at the beginning, like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then when it came to it, we were like, spent 3 hours trying to skin a potato.
Yeah, that was really hard. It was really hard.
I feel like now it feels like when I eat it now, even like normally, it's like, oh, I'm thinking, where's this from?
You pick up like small good habits as well.
There are some things that are from other places that can actually be sourced from the UK, so I guess, you know, you could try and do that, try and buy those products instead.
What I'm going to take away with the challenges is definitely the recipes that we made. They were really good, and overall this mentality of, you know, don't waste. You can do it.
I'd say my main takeaway is that you can actually do a lot more to help than you think. I feel like I entered this with not the idea that I was sort of powerless, but the idea that it was all sort of too bigger than I was, and I was too small to do anything. It kind of made everything feel a lot more sort of possible, and when you're cooking, sort of getting things exactly for the amount that you need and not overbuying. I'd say it was sort of the realising what you could do.
I think that conservation now is just should be a key focus of society and young people in particular. I think it's great that this is youth-led, because at the end of the day, the young people are going to be the ones, you know, sort of going into the future, challenging these issues of climate change and sustainable food sources.
Benji. Hi.